Chapter 516, Angels vs Accusers of the Universe. It starts in the skies of Saturn. We were over at the Saturn Insane Asylum. Here we are guys. This is the Saturn Insane Asylum. Lola, this place is amazing. Lana, the view of Saturn's clouds is amazing. Very, it's not just the clouds. You can see Saturn's gorgeous rings and many of its moons from here. Lainey, it sure is amazing. Saturn is a beautiful planet. Lisa, indeed. The Cassini-Huygens spacecraft documented the most beautiful planet in the solar system. Yep. Saturn is the most beautiful of the planets in the solar system, and it has not only the most beautiful rings but also the most beautiful clouds. We go into the prison and we were being led around the asylum by a good friend of mine from England. Psychologist and therapist Dr. Victoria Remington. Dr. Remington, British accent, I'm glad you all could come to visit us, JD. No problem, doctor. The sounds of maniacal laughter and people having terrible episodes of insanity were being heard as we walked the hallways. Lori, these people have some serious problems. Bobby, no kidding babe. Lincoln, but this place is amazing. Here we are floating above the clouds of Saturn in one of the toughest maximum security insane asylums probably in the history of the universe. Lisa, indeed. It's an incredible scientific feat here. Science fiction true, but it works. Aline, yet. Dr. Remington, here's our most dangerous and most violent patient here. We were in front of a door and it had all kinds of evil symbols on it. Lola looked through the window in the door. Lola, oh man. She's scary. Carrie W., that's my mother Margaret White. Leia, Grandma Margaret. Why is she here? Your grandma was not right, taps head with finger, up here. Leia, how come? Carrie W., some people are just that way, Leia. My mother had a lot of problems. Dr. Remington, yes. Carrie, I'm so sorry about your ordeal that you went through. Carrie W., thank you, doctor. I look into her room and saw that Margaret was wrapped in a straitjacket and laughing maniacally. Written in blood on the walls was "Kill Carrie." She is worse than what I remember. Lainey, no kidding. Her schizophrenia is the worst kind I've ever seen. No kidding. I saw in a documentary at one time that schizophrenia shortens your lifespan by 25% and people with it don't usually live past their 50s. Dr. Remington, yes. We are still trying to comprehend that. Schizophrenia decreases your lifespan by 20 years because the gray matter in the brain is slowly disintegrating. Nico, that's rough. Yet. Nico, how come Margaret was sent here and not in a jail cell? She was declared completely unfit to stand trial and was originally committed to the Twin Towers Prison Psychiatric Hospital in California. But she was too violent there. So after I had this whole place built here, I figured it would be perfect. The reason for that is because I feared that she would escape and destroy society. Nico, that's a good reason. Carrie W., it is. My mother has telepathic powers and I inherited them from her. Leia, wow. Mommy, I didn't know that. Very. Your mother is very gifted. She is. Back on Earth, Double D was reading a book while enjoying the splendor and beauty of the autumn leaves. Then he heard some clattering and he saw a raccoon in the can. The can tipped over. Out of the can was Rocket Raccoon. Ed, sees Rocket digging through a trash can. Rocket Raccoon? Rocket, you know who I am? Ed, well, Captain America did say that the two of us are similar. Sorry, I'm Edward but with 2 Ds. Everyone calls me Double D. Rocket, pleasure to meet you. I'm glad Cap spoke about us. Me and the Guardians came here looking for JD. The universe is in trouble because of Ronan the Accuser. Ed gasped. Ed, JD and my friends are over on the planet Saturn. They are on a space prison there. Rocket, thanks Double D. I appreciate that. You hear that, Guardians? Star-Lord, we sure did, Rocket. Let's regroup and get over there. Rocket, right. The Guardians regrouped. Star-Lord, sorry we're late, Rocket. We got held up because of Drax almost getting us kicked out of an ice cream shop. Drax, I had to make sure that they did not get my order wrong. Gamera, that doesn't justify you threatening the owner with a knife. The Guardians went back to the ship and it left Earth for Saturn. Back on Saturn as we were getting ready to leave when we saw the ship arrive. Me, that's the Milano ship. It landed and out came the Guardians of the Galaxy, Peter Quill aka Star-Lord, Gamera, Drax, Groot, and Rocket Raccoon. Me, oh wow. The famous Guardians of the Galaxy. Star-Lord, that's right. JD. Knudsen, it's an honor to finally meet you. We shake hands. Me, you too, Peter. Lily, Gamera, it's great to see you again. Gamera, you too, Lily. You've been training hard and well. I can sense that you have gotten stronger. Lily, I know. Lincoln, it's an honor to meet you, Drax. Drax, you too, Lincoln. I've heard a lot about you from Gamera. Lincoln, I'm sure she told you all about us. Drax, she did. Groot, I am Groot. Luan, it's nice to meet you, Groot. Groot, I am Groot. Rocket, he says you too, Luan. Luan, oh. It's a pleasure to meet you too, Rocket. Rocket, you too, Luan. I heard you are quite the jokester. Luan, I don't mean to blast my own horn. Laughs, get it? Rocket, laughs, I get it. Good one. Me, so what brings you to Saturn, Peter? Star-Lord, Ronan the Accuser is going to destroy the planet Xander with the power of the Infinity Stone I found. We gasped in shock. Me, which stone did you find? Gamera, it was the purple one. Me, that's the Power Stone. We have to stop him. Stan Lee, off screen, you go get him, guys. We turned and saw Stan Lee and he was a janitor sweeping the floor of the landing pad. Me, Stan Lee. Lainey, he's full of surprises, isn't he? Me, he sure is. He makes cameo appearances in all his comics, TV shows and movies. Stan Lee, that's right. Go get him, true believers. Me, with pleasure, Stan. Excelsior. Stan Lee, Excelsior. We went back to Earth and deployed the USS Valor and we then set out for the Andromeda Galaxy. Captain's Log. Stardate 2504.6. Emergency report. The Guardians of the Galaxy came to us for help to destroy the ruthless galactic persecutor Ronan the Accuser. In his possession is the Power Infinity Stone and he plans to use the stone to destroy the entire planet of Xander in the Andromeda Galaxy. Our mission is to kill Ronan, take the Infinity Stone and make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands ever again. Me. So Peter, I take it that Xander has had a lot of problems with Ronan. Star-Lord, yes. Ronan the Accuser is a monster. He hates all things evil with a terrible vengeance and he kills innocent people for no apparent reason except in the name of justice. Lola, that freak is a monster that deserves only death. Me, and he will get it. Lainey, why does Ronan have the Infinity Stone? Me, I know why. He was sent to get it for the ruthless universal conqueror Thanos. Starfire? Thanos? That monster? Raven, I've heard a lot about Thanos. He wants to use the power of the Infinity Stones to balance the universe. Me, great. He's another Xehanort. We have to destroy him at all costs. Luna, yeah. Len, we can't let the Infinity Stones get into his hands. Me, and we'll make sure of it. Luan walked over to Gamera who was looking outside the window into the stars. Luan, you alright, Gamera? Gamera, not really. I'm just thinking about my sister, Nebula. Luan, isn't she still working for Thanos? Gamera, well, Yes. But I'm still hoping I can get her to see that she's working for the wrong side. Luan, well, don't worry. If there's a chance that Nebula can change, then I'll help with that. Lense, POO. Luan, Lense agrees. Me, Drax, I heard that Ronan killed your family. Drax, yes. Ronan killed my entire family and I will have my revenge on him. Me, you deserve it. Normally vengeance goes against everything that I believe in, but in this case I'm more than willing to make an exception. Drax, you would help me get my revenge? Me, I would. Ronan has plagued the entire universe for too long and he will pay. My eyes glow red. We then arrived at the planet Xander. Me, there it is. Planet Xander. We saw a huge ship in orbit above the planet. That's a big ship. Star-Lord, that's Ronan's ship, the Dark Aster. Me, and he'll be ready for us. All hands red alert. Man your battle stations. The alarm sounded and we were ready. Me, this is it guys. Nathaniel, you are in command of the ship. The rest of you come with me. Nathaniel, you got it Grandpa. Me, let's roll. We went down to the planet and saw Ronan killing lots of people. We were flying above the surface. Star-Lord, let's distract him. Eddie. I have an idea. Eddie, okay. They went down and confronted him and did a weird dance. It was working and it distracted him long enough for us to swoop down, and I punched Ronan in the face and he crashed into a wall. Crash. Ronan got up and he saw us ready to fight. Me, Ronan the Accuser, I presume? Ronan, that's right. JD. Knudsen. You have made quite a name for yourself and your achievements have made it to me. Me, you will pay for everything you've done. Ronan, everything I've done has always been in the name of justice. Me, what you call justice in your eyes is what I call in mine cold-blooded murder. You are nothing more than a ruthless monster that needs to be destroyed. You will pay for your crimes. I go Super Angel 10,000 and Nico goes Super Saiyan 3. Ronan, we'll see. Sakarans kill them all. Me, let's get them. Forsaken by within temptation place. We went at the Sakarans and Ronan and it was a vicious and savage fight. Eddie was firing light blasts at the Sakarans and Star-Lord had his blasters and was firing at them. Killing them. Eddie, let's use our combos. Peter. Star-Lord, you got it Eddie. Eddie fired a blast of blue light and Star-Lord fired his blasters. Eddie and Star-Lord, cosmic light shower. The blue light split into multiple laser beams and they skewered some of the Sakarans and killed them in an instant. Pahadu carries Tehu in front of some of Ronan's goons. Pahadu had brown hair and orange eyes. His claws were on his hips and he was wearing a brown Scotsman uniform and brown plaid kilt and brown pants. Pahadu, get help. Please. My brother's dying. Get help. Help him. Throws Tehu at the goons, knocking them down. Maria, now Pahadu and Tehu are doing the get help ploy. Carmen, I know. Isn't it amazing? I've started a new combat tactic. Tehu, gets up. Let this be the only time I participate in this ploy. Maria, agreed. Maria and Carmen fired water and fire at the Sakarans. Terra was throwing numerous earth spears and killing the Sakarans. Then a beautiful alien girl with antennae came and she was knocking them out with a touch. Terra, that was cool. Mantis, thanks. I'm Mantis. Terra, pleasure. I'm Terra, but my real name is Terra Markov. Mantis, pleasure. Terra, let's take these monsters down with a combo. Mantis, you got it. Terra threw numerous rocks and Mantis was on one with her fists out. Terra and Mantis, seismic earth smash punch. Mantis was punching the Sakarans and the rocks smashed their faces in and killed them. Mantis, that was so much fun. Terra, thanks Mantis. Drax was slashing apart some of the Sakarans with his blades and Spider-Man was webbing them and punching and kicking them with his web and martial arts moves. Drax, you are good, Peter. Spider-Man, thanks Drax. Let's use our combo on them. Drax, you got it. Drax handed Spider-Man one of his knives and they joined hands and ran with incredible speed. Spider-Man and Drax, Spider Destroyer Shish Kebab. They skewered multiple Sokka Aaron and killed them. Drax, that was awesome. Great combo. Spider-Man, thanks Drax. They high-five. Etzela and Groot were destroying numerous Sakarans. Groot was using his root powers and Etzela was smashing them to pieces. Etzela, let's use combo. Groot, I am Groot. Etzela went at the Sakarans and Groot formed numerous roots that grew at a rapid level. Etzela and Groot, Nature's Dragon Smasher / I am Groot. Etzela turned into a dragon of leaves and wood and flew at the Sakarans and skewered and stabbed and obliterated a number of them in an instant. Etzela, that awesome. Groot, I am Groot. Lewin and Lensko were firing powerful light blasts at the Sakarans and they were vaporizing them in an instant. Gamera was slashing them with her sword and blasting them with her blaster. They were killing them all over. Lewin, let's use our combo Gamera. Gamera, right. Lewin fired a blast of red light, Lensko fired a blast of green light and Gamera fired a plasma blast from her blaster. Lewin and Gamera, Solar Light Incinerator. The blasts became a huge stream of solar plasma and incinerated some of the Sakarans instantly. The radiation from the blast burned some of them really badly and it was enough to kill them. Lewin, that was awesome. Lensko, POO. Raspberries. Lewin, you tell them Lensko. Gamera, they were no match for the most dangerous woman in the universe. Lewin, you said it Gamera. Anybody that messes with you is already in danger. Laughs to Rimshot, get it? Gamera, laughs, I get it. Yondu was helping us. Kevin was Wark Evan and he was firing repulsor blasts and missiles. Yondu was using his arrow. Yondu, let's use our combo Kevin. Kevin, you got it dude. Wark Evan fired his blasts and missiles and Yondu fired his arrow. Wark Evan and Yondu, explosion arrow barrage. The blasts became arrow blasts and they blew apart some of the Sakarans in an instant in powerful flaming explosions. Kevin, that was awesome. Yondu, you got a good edge on you Kevin. Kevin, thanks Yondu. Rocket Raccoon was firing numerous blasts at the Sakarans from his blasters and Ed was now Iron Boy and he was firing lasers at them. Ed, let's fire our combo attack at them. Rocket, you got it Double D. They fired their blasts. Ed and Rocket, Black Matter Obliterator. The blasts became a black ball of fourth-dimensional matter and sucked in some of the Sakarans like a small black hole and then it vanished. Ed, that was an amazing attack. Rocket, it sure was. We made a good team Double D. Ed, we sure do. Now it was the fight with me and Nico facing Ronan. Me, let's get him. I form a warhammer made of pure fire. Me, before I used the sword I was a user of the warhammer. Nico, nice. Me, let me face him first and then you get him. Nico, okay. Very protected much of the city in a powerful force field. Me, let's dance. We went at each other and we swung our hammers and when the heads hit each other it released a massive and explosively powerful shockwave of pure fire and energy. Crab. The explosion was so powerful and so devastating that it shook the planet. Luckily the force field was holding me. Wow. What power. Ronan, you haven't seen anything yet. Ronan fired energy blasts from his hammer and I dodged them and fired energy blasts at Ronan. They exploded with incredible power. Kaboom. 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 I went at Ronan and punched him in the stomach and kneed him in the face and kicked him in the chest. I flipped over him and kicked him in the back. He got up and went at me and he punched at me, but I dodged it and we ran. He fired a purple energy blast from his hammer and I fired an energy blast and the blasts collided and exploded in a massive fiery line of powerful explosions. Crab. I form another war hammer and I hit him in the stomach with incredible power and it sent him flying. He rebounded and I teleported and we both fired energy blasts at each other. We dodged them all and they exploded all over the place. Kaboom. 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 Lainey, unbelievable. Lola, what power. I punched Ronan all over the place and kick him in the face and send him crashing into the ground. Me, Nico, let's use our combo on him. Nico, you got it. I charged up a special beam cannon. Me, special beam cannon. Nico, tri beam. We both fired our techniques and they combined. Me and Nico, special tri cannon. Ronan saw the blast coming. Ronan, this won't stop me. He swung his hammer and when it hit the blast the hammer exploded and shattered into a million pieces. Crab. The explosion blew him into the wall and he was down. He got up and Drax went at Ronan and he viciously punched and pulverized him at a merciless and powerful rate. He was going to make sure that Ronan pays for the death of his family. Ronan was down but not out. I pick up the Power Infinity Stone and got an incredible and massive increase in power and Ronan was now shocked and fearful. Ronan, scared, what the heck are you? Me, I've been asking myself the same question for years. My eyes are glowing purple and the sclera are black. Me, but I am more than just a human. I am a god among man. Immortal, invincible, and all-powerful. And you Ronan are dead. Go to hell and stay there. I fire a blast of purple energy at Ronan and he explodes with incredible power. He was completely obliterated in an instant. The terror of Ronan the Accuser had been silenced forever. It was all over. Everyone cheered for all of us including the Guardians of the Galaxy. We later went back to Earth. On the USS Valor I decided to send a message to Thanos. Wanwa had Arabic clothes on and they were black. Nuja was dressed as a white Eskimo. In another part of the universe, Thanos got my message. I warned him that we will be coming for him in the future and we will make sure that he pays for everything he has done. And we promised to make sure that Thanos never gets his hands on the Infinity Stones. Me, Thanos, remember this, as long as we are alive and living you will never possess all of the Infinity Stones. I swear it. The stage was set for when we faced Thanos. Mantis was made an official member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. We put the Power Infinity Stone in the safe with the Reality Infinity Stone. We also found out that the Space Infinity Stone, the blue one, was also the Cosmic Cube. Who'd have thought? The Dark Aster was now one of our ships for our own use for later. The end. Another fanfiction complete. Guardians of the Galaxy was an awesome movie from 2014 and it was amazing. Marvel Comics made a great movie. Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Lee Pace, and Michael Rooker did a great job in that movie back then. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this chapter. Thanks for that man as usual. Also this chapter was made to be a tribute to the great Stan Lee, the legendary creator of Marvel comic books. He died earlier this week at 96 years old. But we are going to keep his memory, legacy, and spirit alive by having him make cameos and small appearances in chapters for Marvel Comics. Rip Stan Lee, October 28, 1922 to November 12, 2018. Excelsior. Thank you for making us true believers, Stan. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.